A quantitative comparison question reads, Mandy's age is 175% of Tyler's age. Aaron's age is 60% of Tyler's age, and 62.5% of Aaron's age is Claire's age. Quantity A is Claire's age, and quantity B is Mandy's age. This is the third example for the Arithmetic Operations 12-minute video. The links to that main lecture and the other examples on this topic are found in the description below. As mentioned in that main lecture, I'll have an entire 10-minute explanation on quantitative comparisons linked in the description of this video. For now though, all you need to know is that in these types of questions, your options are A. Quantity A is greater, B. Quantity B is greater, C. The two quantities are equal, or D. The relationship cannot be determined from the given information. Since what we're doing here is comparing the values of the two columns, this is a great opportunity to use what we learned about ratios and find the ratio A to B. Another tip here for all problems that have proper names for unknown variables is to use the first letter of the proper name as the variable. So for example, as we read this problem, we can write equations using what we learned in the main lecture video about percentages. The first sentence would be M is equal to 175% times T. The second sentence would be A is equal to 60% times T. And the third sentence would be 62.5% times A is equal to C. Since this is a comparison question, we are looking to find the ratio C to M. This will easily let us know which one, C or M, quantity A or quantity B, has a greater value. As a side note, we also want to use fractions as often as possible. So if you recognize a decimal or percentage value as a common fraction, chances are you're going to save some time by using the fraction version of it. Since we want C for quantity A, we can use the third equation to replace it with 5 over 8 times A. And since we also have that A is 3 over 5 times T, we can replace that here to get 5 over 8 times 3 over 5 times T for quantity A, or just 3 over 8 times T. For quantity B, we know that M is 7 over 4 times T, so we substitute that here. We now have both sides of the ratio in terms of T. And since a ratio is just like a fraction, we can cancel out the T variable. What we're left with is 3 over 8 on the left and 7 over 4 on the right. Since 7 over 4 is greater than 3 over 8, we know that quantity B is greater, and therefore B is the correct answer choice. Notice that we could keep simplifying the numbers here by moving the 4 to the left and the 8 to the right to get a 12 to 56 ratio, or in lowest terms, after dividing by 4 on both sides, a 3 to 14 ratio. In any of these three cases, the right side is greater. If you want to check out other examples on this topic, make sure to check out the links in the description below, where you'll also find the links to the other lectures of the math section of the GRE preparation course. Thanks for watching.